So let's see the conclusion video of microservice advantages, and point by point we can discuss this conclusion video of advantages of microservice architecture. So actually, if you see the first, deployment independency. So deployment independency is basically we need not to deploy the entire application, only the that particular microservice will be deployed. So it will also provide us the shorter deployment time, because we need not to deploy the entire application or need not to test the entire application. Simpler deployment procedures, again the same, because of the less code and only the particular microservice, we are focused on our microservice which we need to deploy. So that is the point, that is simpler deployment procedures. And the next is zero downtime. So zero downtime we can achieve like that. Suppose we have a microservice called product catalog to show the product catalog in a e-card application. So how we can achieve zero downtime? So what we'll do, we will create different we can set different microservices. For that we can scale up in like instances of that particular microservice. So suppose we have a microservice called product catalog, and we created different instances. Suppose we created two instances there. Okay, so once we will deploy our microservice in a particular instance, at the at that time, if it down one instance, the other instance is working with the old code, and the rest of the microservices is working. So our entire application is not working. It's because our other microservices are working. But in case of monolithic architecture, we need to stop the entire application, and then we'll deploy, and then we will then the user or whoever using the features actually can use that the new application. But in case of microservices, we can achieve zero downtime using creating different instances, or we have a different other functionalities also. Those functionalities will not disturbed by the one functionality. So that is also comes under zero downtime, because if we take our one service like product catalog service down, but still the other services is also working. So that is zero downtime. The shorter cycle time means the development, deployment, testing, sorry, development, testing and deployment, everything will be shorter, because now we have a small code base, and it is easy to develop a new thing in a shorter code base. Incremental quality attributes changes. So every time if we need to change something in a microservice, so it's less painful as compared to the monolithic architecture, because we know about that particular microservice, and it's not dependent to others. So the quality of our releases will be increased, because we need not to maintain, or we need not to test the entire application. Easier technology selection changes at this point also, because everything is independent, so we can choose any language in a particular microservice. So it's not language dependent also. So that is one more advantage. Easier language and library upgrades, the same point actually. So we can upgrade different libraries, or we can use different languages, different technologies in a different microservices. So those are the conclusive advantages, as you can see in the screen. And we can also say that, like in a for microservices kind of architecture, we not need to huge team, because in a particular microservice 2 or 3 person can handle a microservice easily. So if in a product, suppose we have a five microservices, so if you take example of three person in a particular microservice, so we need minimum 15% to do the entire product development, and it is very cost effective and it is easy to maintain with the less number of people, and we know the responsibilities, who particularly, who the developer or who is the we can say lead for that particular microservice. So the roles and responsibilities are actually, we can say it's predefined, it's not dependent to one to other. Because if you see in a monolithic architecture, if a team of 15%, everyone is working in the same phase, so the maintenance at that time it will be very difficult, and the understanding, we can say, it is very difficult, and the maintenance of the code is very difficult also. So that is one more painful job we have in a monolithic architecture. So that's all the advantages we have in microservice architecture. Do let me ask in comment if there are, you have any doubt, or you want to actually make some point on this particular microservices architecture. Thank you guys.